You know, for a joke to land, it typically needs to make the audience laugh. There needs to be some sort of subversion of expectations, or it needs to land at the right time. And comedy comes at an intense risk, because if the joke falls flat, the remaining atmosphere around the joke is just left kind of awkward. What? I'm not stealing H-Bomber Guy's foreshadowing bit. Did you see what he did to Tommy Somerton? That noise. Good evening, darlings and deviants. My name is Lucy, and I'm just a little loony. We're back with the Secret Lair Sideshow so soon because the clowns that run my email delivered an announcement to me, and I have been informed that it is not, in fact, a joke. So let's go over the new Secret Lair drop, Sans Mercy, or as they're calling it now, April Fools. Without further ado, let's start the show. So, the new Secret Lair drop is a little bit confusing to me. For one, April Fool's was about a month ago. If you wanted to do a funny Secret Lair, you should drop it then. Putting it in a super drop sort of takes the wind out of the whole thing in my opinion. But that's getting a little bit too deep into it, so let's talk about the card choice and just strict value for now. The cards included are Doomblade, Massacre, Torment of Hellfire, Ruination, and Mogus, God of Slaughter. Once again, we get a somewhat unified Secret Lair, which I do enjoy. If Mogus is running your deck, you want cards to match him. I get it. Though there are some weird cards to include. Doomblade is an alright removal spell. Massacre can be a middling to awesome board wipe depending on the amount of planes at the table and what the toughness is of everything. Ruination is just sort of mean, and Torment of Hellfire is a win con in tons of black decks. The art is honestly phenomenal. Excellent work to the artists who work on these. Now, let's total up the rainbow foil and regular printings of all of these cards. Oh, you can't be f***ing serious. Well, looks like this one is a banger in terms of value. The non-foil side of things is carried pretty hard by Hailfire and Mogus, but the foil one is regrettably full of solid cards, including Ruination's first foil printing ever. With a price of around 30 bucks, you're breaking even on the non-foil, and the foil is insane value no matter how you slice it. Which kinda sucks that all of the value is bundled into a Secret Lair that's just kind of bad? Well, like, look. Comedy is subjective and everyone is going to have their own opinions, but I just don't find this funny. The Comic Sans text could be funny if, say, all of this was a very serious Secret Lair TM that was sold on April 1st and when it arrived it was in Comic Sans text. That'd be funny. Or if the art was goofy in addition, perhaps get some people from R&D to do more of the art like it was on the playtest cards or way back in Unglued or something. That would be interesting. This comedy is very just early internet, with these texts looking like they're straight out of lolcats. Massacre ends with Raffle. Raffle. I am not raffling. And not only is this lair not funny, in my opinion, but it's also just kind of hard to read. Comic Sans is, unironically, a very good font, and a lot of people are just mean. To claim that it's just a joke font would be to discount the fact that it is, to note, very readable, unless you randomly mix capital and lowercase letters like this. While someone with a normal brain may be able to read this text, those with reading disabilities or mental dysfunctions that have said reading disabilities as a symptom are going to be in hell from these cards. Secret Lair is no stranger to weird texts and unfriendly to the eyes designs, but like, they were at least all consistent, meaning once you adjust, you might have a better chance of grokking what it says. If you put this across the table from me and I need to read what it says, it might take me 3 or 4 runs across from it to get through what it means. Financially, this lair is fine. The foil one is much better than the regular one, but they're both okay. I just don't think it's funny, and when the whole point of it is a joke, it feels like a flop to me. And considering this was the follow-up to the Hatsune Miku Secret Lair, I mean, what were you expecting? But what do you think? Am I just a comedic void who cannot experience true joy? Do you mainly prioritize value with your Secret Lair so you don't really mind? Or do you just think the art is neat? Let me know down in the comments below. As always, thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, au revoir!